thunder cracking loud.
Good morning, you guys. It is around 4 a.m. The stars are still out, and I'm about to go hike up this mountain to watch the sunrise. I'm a little bit nervous hiking in the dark. That is the mountain I'm hiking up, but I think it's gonna be really beautiful, so.
Go ahead on my own. Sand City birds, kicking up dust, kicking up dust. Before the sun comes up.
This right here, you guys, is the feeling of summer. Swimming in a glacier lake on top of a mountain. Oh my God, it's just the most beautiful thing. It feels so good. Oh my God. Wow, look at this, you guys. Look at the sunrise. Oh my gosh. The world is so beautiful. And I never want to forget that, you know? I never want to forget this feeling right here. On top of this mountain, it's just incredible. And the water feels incredible. Like, I can't. Oh my God.
Go ahead on now.
So I ended up spending a couple of hours swimming in this lake, and then the fog came, and the clouds too, and then it started to rain, and I was swimming in the rain on top of this mountain, and it was magic. Today is August 5th, 2025. This month has felt like starting over, like I'm beginning again. Summer is nearing its end now, and everything feels full and ripe. The peaches hang heavy on the branches, their skins warm from the sun. The blackberries that grow wild in the fields are dark and ready to harvest. And many months ago, back in spring, the wild roses blossomed across these mountains, and now they've turned to rose hips, deep, red, and plump. It's been a beautiful but also deeply sad summer here in the mountains, full of sunsets and wildflowers and endings. And now, as the world around us shifts and the fruit softens on the trees, I'm reminded that it's okay to change. It's okay to start over. That as long as I'm breathing, I can begin again. So many things have come to an end this summer. But maybe instead of seeing it as an end, maybe it's just the beginning of something new. Good morning. It has been so cold here in the mornings lately. Oh my gosh, it almost feels like it's early fall. That doesn't make any sense because it's August. Anyways, I've been waking up around 5 a.m. and making a coffee and then bringing my coffee back to bed. That is so good. Wow.
I have a lot to do in the garden today. There's so many things that are ripe and need to be harvested and dealt with. And the elderberries are ripe. I can't believe the elderberries are already ripe. Feels like summer ended before it even started. I'm just gonna enjoy this coffee and these last moments of warmth.
It's been strange these past couple of months, living alone again for the first time in years. When I built this house in the mountains 5 years ago, I spent that first year here by myself, and lately I've been feeling a bit like that version of me again. Not exactly the same though, because I'm 5 years older now. A lot calmer and more settled, but yeah, I'm alone again here in these mountains. And most of my days this past month have been spent in the garden, harvesting herbs and flowers, vegetables and fruit. Today I'm picking all the calendula blooms to dry for oils and salves. It's been a beautiful calendula harvest this year. I've been so happy with all the herbs that I've grown. And yeah, this garden has been helping me feel more at peace.
So this year, I wrote a book. I finished it around 5 months ago now. And for the past couple of months, I've been just slowly editing it and trying to figure out what to do with it. And I woke up the other day and I kind of realized I should just publish this book. I should just put it out there in the world. The only thing holding me back from doing that is I don't have a book cover. So today I'm gonna paint a book cover. I have my computer here because I wanna find some photo inspiration for this cover. The book is set in Alaska on the water in the forest. So I definitely want water in the cover. I want a lot of trees, and I want a red rowboat in the foreground because a big part of this book is this red boat. So I'm gonna save all these photos and I guess I'll just start painting.
I haven't shared much about this side of my life, but for the past couple of years, I've spent thousands of hours of my free time writing fiction books. And the one I finished this winter feels especially close to my heart. I've been nervous to put my work out there. Honestly, I think it's partly because I don't feel good enough yet. And also, I'm afraid that if I release something bad, it will ruin my chances of ever turning writing into my job. Like I'll be seen as a joke or something. But that's not a very good way to think, and every writer and really every creator we admire has released something imperfect, and it was okay. I personally have released tons of videos that I don't really like, and it ended up being okay, you know? I'm starting to realize that no matter what we do in this life, even if it's good or bad, as long as it's action, it moves us forward. So I'm gonna release this book, and it might be bad, and I'm telling myself that that is okay.
I want to show you guys my absolute favorite part of summer, and it is reaching your hands in the earth and pulling out a massive handful of potatoes. Look at this, you guys. Also, these taste so much better than what you can get at the store. You wouldn't think that it would have like a big taste difference, but these are incredible. Oh my gosh.
Gardening brings me so much happiness. I think that having a big garden and maybe in a year or so, some animals, I could be content forever. People often think it's sad to be alone, but honestly, I feel like I've been feeling okay. on my own. I think it's important to find peace from the inside because whether it's a relationship, a job, or a dream, those things can change or disappear in ways we can't control. If your sense of worth or joy depends entirely on external things, your happiness will always be fragile, balanced on something that you could lose. And learning to be content in our own company means that we stop chasing people or situations to fill a gap inside of us. We become whole from within, and anything else in our life becomes an addition. Right now, I'm just rolling out some fermented dough to make sourdough pita. When making pita, you want to pull and stretch the dough as much as you can. That helps to bring rise and lift to the pita when you cook it. This has been my favorite summer meal because I make it with all things from the garden. The yogurt sauce is made with fresh dill and chopped cucumber and garlic, and the salad is just cherry tomatoes, onion, parsley, some other herbs, and cucumber. Another thing that's been really abundant and growing like crazy this season is our blackberries. I've picked so many, and now that the elderberries are ripe too, I had the idea to make a lemon elderberry blackberry cake. My family is coming to visit tonight, so I thought it would be the perfect day to finally make this cake. So the first thing I did was make the jam to go between the layers. I cooked down the elderberries and blackberries together with a little bit of sugar and lemon juice until it reduced down into a thick jam-like consistency. And then I let that cool. I milled all the flour for this cake from soft wheat berries and added about 2 cups of sourdough starter, and I let the cake batter ferment on the counter all day, about 8 hours. So it's like a fermented sourdough cake. I've been really liking this recipe lately. I've also been thinking about writing a sourdough cookbook with all of these recipes. Let me know if that's something you guys would be interested in because it's been on my mind a lot lately. Oh, and I almost forgot, I added lemon zest and juice to the cake batter along with some yogurt, and wow, that was such a great addition. I also had a lot of blackberries left over from this morning when I picked them. And so I decided to make a pie with the rest of the berries. Blackberry pie is, in my opinion, the best pie. I'm 100% sure it's the best pie, actually. Growing up every summer, my mom would take us to this like big field where we would pick wild blackberries and we'd bake a pie all together. And I feel like no matter how hard I try, my pies will never be as good as my mom's. But this one specifically was still really good, and it made me feel like a kid again on summer vacation while eating it. Anyways, you guys, I really hope you enjoyed this video, and I just want to say thank you all so much for the sweet, kind messages I have received this past month. It really means a lot to me, and yeah, I hope to see you all very soon in the next video. Okay, bye-bye.
Look at this, you guys. Look at this. Oh my gosh. Look at this tree. The most delicious peach I've ever had in my entire life. And I grew it. I planted this tree about 5 years ago now. It feels like this is the first year that I've gotten like an actual harvest from it. And it's just so cool. Like, I grew these peaches